Hey, why man, slow majority. Welcome back. I'm Nos the Boss. This isn't a let's play, this isn't a continuation. If you're seeing this on the playlist at the very bottom, I don't know where to put this. I'm probably just gonna move it up to where to after the main story's done. Regardless, I'm putting this out here because there are a lot of casual players in my neck of the woods. So this video is for them. Or if you're an expert, maybe take this with a grain of salt. This isn't a end all be all list of the directions you need to go. This is a guide for newcomers to Pokemon or people who just play casually to watch and maybe take at their own pace. Without further ado, here we go. I really wish I could zoom in on the map here, but I'm pretty sure it's big enough. So regardless, we're actually going to start with the first gym leader. The first gym leader is a bug type gym. Bring a fire type, you should be great. Then you want... Hello, future Nos here. Just want to make a quick addendum here. So my order is actually kind of incorrect. Your first gym is obviously Cortando. Then you should take on the Titan. Then it's evolved. Catch the Titan Pokemon that's just an interactive spawn that you hit A on. It'll have an exclamation point. Catch that Titan. It'll become handy later. It's really strong. It's over where you found the original large Titan. Anyway, next, fight the Artisan Gym. By this point, after this, your Pokemon, your starter should evolve by one stage and be level 16. Fight this guy, you should be level 22. When fighting this guy, you should be 22. 22, 20 something. This one should almost be 25. At this point, if you have Charcadet, I recommend blowing past Iono, not fighting her, not fighting the Steel Titan, and instead going into Zapiokia or Zapapico and getting your Bronzor pieces or your Sinistee pieces and evolving it right away. Then you should come back, fight the Titan, then fight Iono. Now back to past me. Next, I'll let you decide between taking down the Steel Titan or taking down Iono. It depends on your team composition. If you have a lot of, if you're strong enough, take down the Steel Titan with a really good fire type. If not, bring a good ground type to take down Iono, but be warned, she does have a Mischievous with Levitate. And this thing has, what's it called? Earth Eater. So if you hit it with an earth move, a ground move, it's gonna heal. Right after you pick off these two and get your superpower for your right Pokemon, turn your attention to Atticus. Bring a good ground type or psychic type. This should be good. Now we're gonna hop onto the other side of the map, where depending on your team composition right now, if you have a really good electric type right now, you want to take down either of the Water Gym or the Flying Titan. I'll let you decide. At that point, you should be able to do that. Either of them go down. After that, you want to face off against the Medali Gym Leader, bring a good fighting type, or something really strong to combat his normal types. Right after that, head over here and take down the Quaking Earth Titan. By here, your starter should be about fully evolved at this point. If you're not fully evolved yet, do a tiny bit of training and make sure as you're doing the ESP test for Fornata, that you basically level up so that you can evolve into your starter's final evolution. You should be definitely fully evolved prior or as you're fighting her, because then your level cap should be about 40-ish. After that, I say it's at your discretion. Me personally, I tackle Ice and Ghost back to back. Do them in any order you want. You have a good Ghost type on your team, or a good normal fighting, or stuff that are going to be immune to the Ghost type. Or you bring another Ghost or a Dark type. You should be able to take that gym down. Again, fire is the weakness of this generation. If you have a good fire type, you should be able to nuke this place down. Your level cap should be about 50 around here, 50 something. I then take down the fairy gym, bring a fairy crew, bring a good poison or steel type, you should be fine. Fight the false dragon titan, bring a good electric and fairy type, you should do extraordinarily well. Because at this point your level cap should be, you should be inching into the level 45s or so, something like that. And then Team Star gets their butt kicked. You should be on level 58, 59, almost 60. Almost 60, you're teetering on 60 there. Then, when that's all over, the Elite Four, Team Stars and Arvin's final quests sorta need to still be wrapped up even after you've done all of them. I recommend doing the Elite Four first. So you should be at level 59, almost 60 with your starter at least. And pray that you're gradually building the experience needed to get to level 61, 62, something like that. You want to be around 61 when fighting the champion. She's the highest level champion so far, other than Red or Steven Stone. Any like bonus bosses, they're gonna be. She's the slight beyond the snow. She's slightly above that stone cap of 55 or so, around there. So you want to be slightly above that for this story. You should be on that level 63, 64 fighting after that. Next you should be fighting Cassiopeia's team route. You should be finishing, like, wrapping that up. And when you do wrap it up, go see the principal, Mr. Clavel, and chat with him a bit. It's fun. Right after you fight Cassiopeia or whatever, you wanna be about level 65, maybe 66, something where you're teetering on that. If not, you're higher than that, which is completely fine. If you somehow made it to 70, good on you. That's just about where the level caps should about be for now. So you're going to be entering Area 0. You should be that's about it for the main story, sorta. There's stuff after all that gets explained, and then you're entering the whole game's been spoiled at this point, so I'm not gonna hold it off anymore. So you're entering Area 0, the center of the map. You're gonna enter Area Zero right after you clear all three of the final stories and enter the new one. You're gonna go down and you're gonna start going through this almost maze-like. It's not really maze-like actually. It's more very winding, very ominous. Unearthed new ground with a bunch of new Pokemon. You might see a few new things you've never seen before. You go down and you make your way towards an opening where it's in a cave, and you're trying to. You get down towards that. You unlocked that room as the story progresses, and then you learn a couple of things. You fight the final battle, and when you do, your Pokeballs will be locked at one point. You do maybe one, maybe two actions, and it's like, no, our Pokemon can't get out. We're like, this is cheating or something like that. And then you're gonna get. Well, I had vibrations on, and I was getting a pulse on my thing. I'm like, where is it? If you go into Pokemon, you can go all the way down to the bottom and select your current ride Pokemon. And after a little bit, you'll end the final battle, and then the credits will roll. Then there's a bunch of pokes game which you can do at your own discretion. There are 36 stakes in the ground that you need to open up to catch the 4 non-box art legendaries. There's the classes you can take and post classes, which are you interacting with the teachers and whatnot. Which, if you do the history class, Miss Ryfort is gonna explain to you about the tablets, the beads, the crown jewels, the emblems, or whatever, and explain to you that these were Pokemon. And then you come back to her, she'll be like, "Oh, this is like amazing stuff. Thank you for helping me with this, and here's something for you." You get little stuff like that with some of the teachers. Then you do the gym battle rematches or something. If like this is in any order you choose, I did the gym battle rematches right away, where you basically what's her name? Jita. Miss Jita, La Primera. She's like, yeah, I called all the gym leaders, and I want to participate too. So can you go and get them for me? Well, not get them. Go after them. And then they're like, what? I was expecting La Primera, and it's like, no, it's me. So they're gonna bring their best with you. So be prepared. You're gonna be level maybe 70 something, or at least you should be tackling this. You should be about 70, something like that. Maybe catching the legendaries is priority, which would give you some levels. What else comes up after that? Oh yeah, right. In the post game, if you re-enter the what's it called? Area 0, and you go just about where you did the final battle, outside on a lip, there's a second Miraidon. You go there, and you can just catch it straight away. The stakes, the legendaries. Am I missing anything? You can also catch all the other forms down there. Oh yeah, Mr. Jack with a Q starts explaining to you that, hey, we're having really tough raids showing up. Mind looking into that? you do like 5 or 6, 10 5-star raids, and you're like, oh yeah, I took care of those. What? Okay, well now there's stronger ones. These are 6-star and 7-star raids, and if you haven't noticed, there's this Charizard raid going on that I'm also sort of struggling with. But I'm also struggling to find Herba Mystica. I do like almost 30-40 raids a day, and I'm coming up short on Herba Mystica. I know it's in 5 and 6-star raids, and potentially 7-star raids, but I've been coming up short on that. What was it? I found a really good Herba Mystica at one point, because I fought a Chansey in a den. I don't think I caught it, but what had happened was it gave me 2 bitters and a spicy, and I was like, what? Okay, so there's all that. You could also refight, what's it called? You could refight the gym leaders and refighting Team Star in their dens. So you have to walk into the den, to where they have the little tent things. It's like a slightly bigger tent where like the car came out. When that happens, you're gonna be at what's it called? You're gonna be fighting them there, and they're like, "Oh hey, I'm gonna fight you again," except without the car. I don't know why the car was significant, but hey, it's cool. This is optional, by the way. It's not something you have to do. You can take the classes and whatnot. Guess that's it. I'm just doing, what's it called? I'm just hunting for Herba Mystica at this point. Not much to say, not much to do. I'm looking forward to Wonder Trade Christmas this year. I normally do a thing every year. I'm just gonna put this here. Every year I do this where, well, today I'm not gonna live stream it. This year I'm not gonna live stream it. I'm just gonna record it and upload it because my internet here is crap. So I'm gonna be recording myself and uploading it to YouTube. I do about 50 to 100 Pokemon. Normally it's a fire type, so I would have picked Charcadet, but finding them is impossible, and getting enough Herba Mystica to make the sandwiches is so damn long. So I'm just doing some of my raid Pokemon that I like and 30 Charcadet. I have a box full. None of them are shiny, by the way. I haven't seen a single shiny all game. Oh yeah, right. It's in here. Hold on. Profile. Shinies battled, 0. I've not seen a single damn shiny in this entire game. But that's just it. Other than that, I wish you all good luck. Till next time, okay? Ciao.